4 a.m.
This is sleep.
The city's sleeping. I actually like being awake at this hour. I booked a flight that leaves at 7 a.m. Not thinking that much of it. Not taking into account that you have to be at the airport 2 hours early. And that we usually go to bed at 3 a.m. So now we are extremely tired. Going to the UK.
To London.
To London. The most magical place on earth.
How are you feeling?
The vibes are tired and excited. Tell them the story.
No way.
You're still using it for street cred, then you can tell the story.
No.
Back in the day, Andy made it to top 5 of a modeling catwalk casting for Armani.
It was cut.
I'm gonna insert one of the hot Singapore photos here.
No,
and you can't stop me. Guess I really like them.
No. Free drink, free drink.
Free drink with my voucher. All my vouchers. Paddington statue, and Andy was like, it's over there, and he pointed to that thing, and I was just like, I don't think that's it, I don't think that's him. And
you want the bear, but I want Paddington the man.
I'm gonna do a video meme now. Yes, här.
Va?
Yes, här. Did you like my video meme? I'm super tired now. But this restaurant looks really nice. That's pretty much it. So pretty. Aren't they matching my outfit? Hello there.
Hello.
Is it racist for us to speak in a British accent? Do you think it's the same like when people do like Chinese accent at a Chinese restaurant? Will I get cancelled because I like Harry Potter? And then we went to the VA or Victoria Albert Museum, and it was so big. It was kind of like the Met, just a clusterfuck of like everything humans have ever made around the world. Like there were these rooms of East Asian art, there was Islamic Middle Eastern art, medieval art, Renaissance, ancient Greek, Christian art. There was just like everything from jewelry, furniture to theater and pop culture and statue, just like everything ever imaginable. And if you ignore the very controversial British colonial idea of like we are going to steal everything from everybody idea, it was quite nice to see all the corners of the world meeting under one roof. But it was an amazing museum, and I recommend spending 2 days in there. And then we went to get vegan pasta de nata, which was very nice, very good. They don't have that in Sweden, so we're very excited about that. Then we saw this amazing statue, and then I bought a dress that was way too large for me, but I'm gonna try to resize it. In order to save £2 on the bus, me and Andy have taken a pilgrim walk 1 hour away from town so that we can eat a Chinese
cheap
buffet.
Chinese buffet. We will see in the future, but will we walk back to the hotel will we take the bus?
We can't decide. I think.
How cheap are we?
Right now I want to walk to save the money. But then it means like we walk 2 hours after already walking all day after being awake for 2 days.
Yeah.
It usually feels in the feet But I was telling Andy, I am feeling it slightly in my Lego underwear, if you know what I mean. Like that area is starting to feel a little bit loose. But my feet are fine, so that's why I think we should walk home as well. We chose walking. I ate so much, I have pinch in my stomach. But I keep walking. Does my Lego underwear hurt? Yes, but I keep walking. Does my ankles ache? They hurt, but I keep walking.
Not like this.
We are gonna walk anyways. We keep walking.
Keep walking.
We're gonna walk, and I want a pancake.
She's gonna get a pancake.
I love pancakes.
And she has a.
They charge extra for a banana, but like the banana is raw, so I was like,
yeah.
hips don't lie. Also. No paying for extra toppings, overpriced. Wow. I had my pancake. It was a bit underwhelming.
She's been talking about pancakes this whole trip. The whole day got derailed because she wanted her pancakes. We almost forgot about the National Portrait Gallery.
I have vegan pancake. I want the golden Swedish pancakes.
Just arriving at the National Portrait Gallery.
The gallery I have wanted to visit the most in the world, I think. The reason why I paint portraits today is because I love the show Portrait Artist of the Year as a preteen. And like it's shaped my entire artistry, and this is like my favorite type of art. You know how there's many different types of good art. You know, there's good abstract art, there's good concept. I love this reasoning of capturing a person and having it. It's quite a bit more straightforward than what I was taught in art school, but it is truly what I enjoy. Like, a simple girl. What can I say? This is the woman who won a few years ago, and it was really cute because we watched the show and she used to paint her husband a lot, which is what I do with you. I am so overwhelmed right now. I can't. Andy was like, what should we do? And I can't exit the first wall. I can't stop looking at it. I am so excited. This is so great. This is my favorite thing. I feel like sometimes I try to overcomplicate things because I feel like in Sweden this is not considered real art. But this is the art that I love. It is considered real art, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And the reason why I got so emotional in this museum is because I've struggled so much with like what direction to take my own artwork in. And it's been very hard. I feel like a lot of people can relate to the feeling of inadequacy when you are in an environment where people you really trust the opinion of just thinks the opposite of you all the time. Because that's how I've been feeling in Sweden right now. Like both in like my brief time in art school and also my very recent exposure to the fine art world in Sweden, because you know how art trends comes and goes constantly throughout the years in every single country. Unfortunately for me, the Swedish art scene and my art kind of clash at the moment, because I feel like Sweden really values modern conceptual meta art right now, where you explore questions like what is art, or like the subconscious, and they seem to reject the type of artwork we're seeing on screen now that has a very traditional connotation with very set frameworks of how a portrait is painted, and I guess especially like the elitist nature of these type of portraits, which I can completely understand and I can see where that comes from. But this is not what I see. Like ever since I was a little kid, I have found this type of artwork magical. Like I am so fascinated by how these portraits are painted in a way where I can understand the lived experience of people I've never met, people who died 10, 100, 1,000 years ago, and I can just see their humanity behind these clothes and other historical markers. And although I see how another person could see the glorifying of the rich and wealthy, the little girl who is passionately in love with the art of painting itself, I just see skill and craftsmanship and texture and illusion and magic, and I just get so excited like a little kid. And I feel like, since this is how I feel over artwork like this, I can't ignore the fact that this is probably the artwork I am supposed to make, but I do feel bad about it because I sometimes feel like it's not deep or complicated or refreshing and modern enough for the world. Like, I keep hearing all of these things, like, you could have just taken a photo. If you're just gonna copy a photo, what's the point? Or, you know, but I don't see it that way. For example, this was the best painting in the entire gallery, if you ask me. This painting by John Singer Sargent. Just look at the detail to every single person here. The skill and the time and the patience it has taken to portray these people. Like, you can't achieve this with a camera. Are you kidding me? Like, no. Oh, it was so amazing. And there were also very creative things here. Like this guy who did the portrait of his own blood. I felt sick to my stomach, but it was still cool.
Success.
Success. I'm so happy. This is
We're not watching Les Mis.
We're not even watching it.
We're on our way to Hadestown. It was really good.
Thank you so much. You're so nice. Thank you. It was so good. The show was so good. It is my favorite musical of all time. I just really think this is the best musical ever made. And I think it's so original, so special, so heartfelt, so poetic. I think Anais Mitchell is a genius. I think the setting, everything, the adaptation from the... I had forgotten how much I loved it. I saw the show on Broadway in 2019 when I was just 17 years old. Though I know that it's my favorite, I had forgotten how it feels because there isn't a movie, but they're recording the movie later this month. So I can't wait for that to come out so I can relive it more often because it's so special. For me, compared to last time, the romance, like All I've Ever Known and stuff, like they hit a bit harder once you've actually experienced falling in love yourself, which I hadn't last time I saw it. Reeve Carney's Orpheus, since day one of meeting Andy, I've always in my head just been like, oh my god, it's him, because they have so much in common, like personality-wise. You remind me so much of Orpheus. So like when they... And our dynamic is like really similar to like Orpheus and Eurydice. And you know, even though Basada and Reeve Carney are dating in real life, and it's just like, it just hit harder. I was really emotional. What was your favorite part?
I think All I've Ever Known.
You too.
Yeah, and also the intro was really nice. The trombone player was really good. And there was just like a lot of really good musical moments that where the arrangement and the sound of the band was so nice. The guitar and everything. I had like a frog in my throat. And it's like you're about to cry.
Oh yeah. What parts?
I don't know, a lot of love parts.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Which one?
In.
Last few minutes at Marble Arch Inn. I have absolutely nothing to say.
These 2 square meters.
It did the job. I haven't showered since I left Sweden. But I feel oddly clean.
We're on our way to Portobello Road Market.
Where we saw a cake.
We saw a cake.
We saw
and it will be
chocolate
eaten.
cake. And even though we just woke up,
We will have this cake.
it will be eaten. I am very full.
It will be consumed,
I do not feel like eating cake at all.
but we will eat it.
But we will eat it.
And we will enjoy it.
This is our last day in London.
Last day in London.
It's quite sad. I really enjoyed it. The waterfalls. I'm Agnes reporting from BBC News. And this feels racist again. And all was well.
We made
Back where we started. Oh my god, it's like the Hadestown.
And the food was good, but
It
the
was great.
service was horrendous.
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 Do you have any allergies?
We're vegan.
That's not an allergy, is it? Fun.
Oh.
Goodbye, everybody. This is the end of the London vlog.
What's the verdict?
The verdict is absolute success. I really like London.
Highlights.
100% Hadestown, but also the Portrait Gallery.
Yes.
You? Highlight?
I think Portrait Gallery, Hadestown, and the vegetarian chicken.
What is it that New York is? The greatest city in the world.
Big Apple.
What does the Big Apple mean?
It means it's
The apple of your eye.
fruit full of sweet.
Is it called that,
nutritious-
or is there a sightseeing place in New York that's called the Big
No,
Apple?
it's called the Big Apple.
Why?
This is full of nutritious.
I am 100% sure that's not why.
It's full of worms and bugs.
That's why either. Is it like the apple of your eye?
It's like a garden for the people
No, that's not
to
why.
walk around.
Hello, this is motherfucking Agnes in motherfucking Hadestown doing Agnes things in an Agnes world. Hello, this is Agnes again doing Andy things in an Andy world like a motherfucking Agnes guy. Andy guy, I mean, sorry.